I just finished Dexter season 5, and wow, this show is so good. Everything about it is just mind-blowing. Season 5 of Dexter is so freaking good. I give it a 10 out of 10. This series is just going in such a great direction. The only problem that I had for this season is that Luma left. I think that was her name. But Dexter's new love interest, they wrote her off at the end. She just left, which I wasn't really a fan of bringing a new love interest in the next season right after Rita died, but I think it was a little too fast. I think they moved a little too fast with the relationship, but it did work, and it worked in every way how Dexter and Rita's didn't work. And I thought that was great. Like they literally gave Dexter the perfect somebody, and then she just leaves at the end. She goes on this killing spree with Dexter and then leaves. Like, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? Like I said, this season is another 10 out of 10. This series has now gotten 3 10 out of 10 seasons from me. I have seen some dislike to season 5, and I don't understand why. I think this season is absolutely stunning. It's just amazing. Other TV shows need to start looking at Dexter and start pacing their TV shows how Dexter is paced. I think Dexter is one of the most perfect paced TV shows that I have watched, right next to Breaking Bad. I think Breaking Bad and Dexter are both perfectly paced. I don't think they could have been done any better. For seasons 3, 4, and now 5, I was not a big fan of Quinn, and I have seen that Quinn is a fan favorite. I was all right with Quinn in season 3, and then in season 4, he really started to get on my nerve, and then season 5, he was just on dick every single time he was on screen, trying to beat up Dexter's ass all the time, trying to see what he's doing. Like, just leave the man alone. Like, I understand Dexter's a serial killer, but he's a serial killer who kills the other serial killers. He's doing your job, and he's doing it better and making sure these people cannot kill again and harm people ever again. But by the end of this season, I started liking Quinn a lot more. He threw away that deal he made with that one guy. I forget his name, but he only got rid of it because he thought the guy was crazy and he didn't like what was going on at his job. And I loved every storyline that they told in this, including Quinn's, and usually I'm not a fan of Quinn, and this season he got a lot better for me. His development was definitely a lot better this season. Now, moving on from Quinn being on my nerve, La Huerta has now gotten on my nerve even more. She continues to be wrong, but keeps thinking she's right, and then keeps putting Deborah down, even though Deborah is right. I don't know why the writers keep doing this. I think she is meant to be hated. I don't know, but she's definitely my least favorite character of this season. She's just so annoying and keeps, throughout, from season 1 to now, she just keeps thinking that she's the only right person, and she keeps making these calls, and then she threw Deborah under the bus in this season. Like, how are you going to do that? You made the call and got people killed, and then now you're blaming Deborah. And then she starts to talk to Deborah, and she says, "Oh, it's politics. It's politics." Really? Really? You just got 2 people killed, and now you're saying, "Oh, politics. It's your fault." But other than that, that is pretty much everything I have to say. This season is a 10 out of 10. I love this season. I was on edge the entire time and was ready to see the next episode. My favorite character from this season is obviously Dexter again. Dexter is just such a well-written character, and his character development is so good. That is pretty much it for this video. I will see all of you in the next review.